Hello and welcome friends. So motorfest's camera mode is a little different than the Crew 2 yet so similar. So that's why I'm here to tell you how to take pretty decent looking pictures. So if you find this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to. I really want you to subscribe to help me, to push me do better content. So here I am in the game. I went to choose a car. We want to choose a car that suits all kind of places, a car that can be played with in the editing, a flexible car. So I ended up with the BMW M4. So the first thing you want to do is look around the map, or if you know a good place, go straight up to it. At this point, the map was new for me, so I went to look for a pretty good place for my pictures. After a long drive, so I stopped here somewhere in the mountains. I opened camera mode with the pressing P if you are on PC. The next thing you want to do is, of course, change your settings. So the first thing I do is to add a little zoom. The zoom is literally the half of the image beauty and the image quality. So you have to add zoom, okay? It's not optional. Add zoom always. Well, not always, but in the most cases. Then, of course, I turn the vehicle damage off. If you have mud on vehicle, of course, turn it off. Then you have to go to the environment. By the way, you can scroll through these with E and Q. So I went to environment. The sunrise one looked good with some colors, but then I went to the sunrise 2, which looked a little more realistic than the previous filter or weather. So at this point, when you pick your camera settings, you have to go play around with the camera position, choose some nice positioning, and try always to put your object in the middle of the image. Like this rear picture, I put the car in the middle to make it the main object in the picture. And you can always play around with the angles, take an upper one, a close up to the headlight or the wheels, or to some cool details about the car. Always try to play around with it and take whatever picture you like. It's all about what you like and what you think people will like. And now with the rolling shots, so you want, of course, you'd want to take rolling shots of the car. So go ahead to the blur effect, add some motion blur, put to the maximum if you will, and start reversing in the timeline by pressing R to go backwards and F to go inwards. After that, you'd like to go look for some nice places, some reflective surfaces, some realistic looking places. So you have to look around for anything that is good for the eyes or realistic. Or maybe when the car shoots some backfires or something like this. Or maybe look at this, the festival was behind me, so I could have took a picture with the festival behind the car. By the way, to make your picture look realistic, don't set the camera angle too high or too low. Set it to look like you took it in real life with another car going with it or something. Always think about all the details to make it look as realistic as possible. Again, here I went for a wet spot on the road for the reflection of the car, and with that's it. I took all my pictures. You didn't see the flashing because I was using another app, because my pictures weren't exporting from the game, so I used another app. Now I'm gonna show you how I edit my pictures using Lightroom and Photoshop, of course. So first thing I do is open Lightroom, of course, import my pictures, of course. So the first thing I personally do the first is add some clarity, not too much to so it doesn't look too sharpened. Clarity is always down to you. You can add a little sharpening to make it look more realistic, more detailed. Then basically just play around with the settings. Here I set the highlights low so you can see the sky more. I added some whites and decreased some blacks so you can see the details more. If your pictures are dark, you have to add some whites, add less shadows to the picture and less blacks to make the details pop more on your picture and be more easy on the eyes. What really matters though is the color correction. You have to decrease the blue, of course, to make it look a little more natural. You have to match how the real life environment look like. Play around with the greens, add some orange on the sky, and these all kind of things. So I wanted to edit some more pictures with you to give you a better demonstration of how I edit my pictures. So here I went with the different settings. The highlights, I added them instead of decreasing them. The shadows as well, because my picture was a little dark, and I added a little bit of tint because my picture was a little too blue, and then I decreased the saturation, added some vibrance, again because there was a lot of the blue color. And now to the third pick, which is the best here, I think. I added, of course, clarity. I added a little bit of shadows, decreased the white because the picture was so bright. I added a lot of saturation and decreased the vibrance a very slight bit because I wanted to this picture to look a little vibrant and nice for the eyes. Then, of course, I changed the colors. Of course, I had to change the sky color. It was green, but the real life sky in the dawn or the morning would look a little orange to red. So I wanted to achieve that. So yeah, of course, I wanted to add a little more colors to the sky. Decrease the blue again so the car doesn't look too blue, so it looks nice and easy for the eyes. Then I went for a little tint. I gave it a little of orange. That's what made this picture really change. You can see the difference here. And after that I went to Photoshop. Of course, I don't really use Photoshop that much, maybe once twice in I don't know, 100 pic. I used once or twice to add my touch to the pic. So the first thing I've done, I selected the car, I lowered it a bit because of course we car enthusiasts want our cars to be as low as possible to the ground. So I lowered it, I added some brake calipers, I added some new rims, which in this case they didn't look that good, but this is just a demonstration video, so you get the idea. Of course, in whatever object you add, you have to match the picture's vibe, the picture's quality, so the object you added doesn't look odd. So after lowering the car, adding some rims and brake calipers, I wanted to do a little special touch, so I selected the headlights and I wanted to tint them yellow, so the pictures looks different and people can recognize it's edited. I did this touch before in a previous image. This one you see now on the screen, and people liked it for some reasons. So adding your touches, adding a little realistic looking things on your picture will be more appealing for people. That's it, guys. Thanks for sticking around. If you like this, don't forget to give me a like. I did this video for you. So I'd like you to subscribe to see more maybe useful videos for you. And thank you for sticking around again and carry on watching our pictures. Peace.